Texting. We are back. Segment 2, IDD. For those of you who know, I don't disagree. The best kept sports talk show secret on this planet, boys and girls. I am the highly questionable one. Back here on a scintillating, sweltering Sunday night in the Mid-Sac. Segment 2, all things masshole. All things masshole. I sit here tonight with a bit of a heavy heart. I do, because I shouldn't be here tonight. I should be about 580 miles north in a campsite, drinking and regaling tales of tomfoolery, basking in the glow of ballyhoo, and just wondering what the hell I'm doing there. But with 6 of the finest men that region has ever produced. And I mean that sincerely, because when I say the finest men ever produced, there's a lot that goes into being a man. One is self-awareness. One is common sense. One is a little bit of humility, but also living in the moment at the same time. Appreciating what you have and not crying when things don't go your way. Manning up when some people would sit there and throw a pity party. That, among other things, would be how I would describe the men I'm referring to this evening that I refer to as the six-pack. I'm not going to give you their names, but you may have heard of their names in the past, some of them on here. I will tell you that from the moment they came into my life, and I'm not kidding when I say this, it improved. And I say that because they are very protective of their own. And from the moment Becky and I started dating, they look out for her. And I respect that, because that's kind of the family I come from and friends that I come from. We look out for our own. The moment I saw that, which was very quickly, and I love that they made it clear, and they weren't brash about it. They weren't over the top about it. It was subtle, it was there, and it was understood. And I respect that. And it's probably what drew me to them, because it told me something about them. They're loyal. I'm big on loyalty, almost to a fault. It's kind of a punchline, a lot of jokes in today's world, because especially in sports where loyalty's dead because money has taken over and greed. And look, I get why that's happened, because professional athletes are now starting to realize their worth and for how long the owners took advantage of this and underpaid them for their services. I'm all for a guy or a girl getting their money, because professional careers are not very long. You got to get what you can, while you can, and you got to get it now. And I'm not going to begrudge a person from doing that if they have the talent to do it, because I wouldn't want them begrudging me from doing that, because you go after that money for long-term wealth, health, and stability, and to take care of your family. And at the end of the day, that's what most of them are trying to do, okay? And there's always some that are stupid and don't get a financial advisor and blow all their millions, and that happens too, yeah. But, I understand that, and I would hope that if the roles were reversed, I would hope that people wouldn't begrudge me doing that either, because I'm doing what I think any person would try to do, take care of their family. And in this world, which is driven by the almighty dollar, money is a necessary evil. I wish it wasn't, but that's the way the world is. I didn't create it. It's what it is. But these men aren't about that. Okay, they understand that. Okay, and they certainly take care of their families and the people they love. But they also understand, like me, I think this is the thing that we have in common, is that it's a very short trip in this life. And once you hit 50, which I have now hit, you are standing on the cliff. And your mortality is now more than ever a reality. I've already lived over half my life. And when you hit 50, that is a painful, painful realization. So while I've always been of the attitude, live in the moment because you're not promised tomorrow, and in my case, that comes from a broken neck and losing everything I worked for. Okay, if you can't understand that, I can't help you. But most people who break their neck are not walking. Okay? And a lot of people that break their neck die from it. So I had something happen to me that changed my attitude forever. And I learned right then and there that you can lose everything like that and you may do nothing wrong. You could be just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay? But for whatever reason, I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I still have my extremities. I made a full recovery. And I vowed at that moment that when I came out of that hospital, I was going to live in the moment. And not so much worry about the destination, but just enjoy the journey, because I know what the destination is. Nobody's getting out of this alive. So whenever that comes for me, and hopefully it's not for a while, I'm going to enjoy life every day, every moment to the fullest, the way I want to live it. I'm not out there trying to, I just love what I do. I love that I have a show with my friend Tom where we get to sit there and vent about our sports teams. Okay? I don't care if anybody watches the fucking thing. Okay? But it's fun for me. And it's fun to share this with him and with Joel. And when people tune in, they watch it and they get a laugh, or they pick up something maybe they weren't looking at. That's all well and good. It's fun. And if nothing ever comes out of it, so be it. Don't care. Okay? But I enjoy it. It's an outlet. And I have a passion for sports probably makes a lot of people sick, quite honestly. But that's okay. Because I'm sure there are people out there that have passions for things that I don't understand either. And that's okay. Find something you care about. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, go for it. So, but these gentlemen have made my life better because they have made me feel like I'm not alone. And, my everyday, all right, how do I, what do I do today? And how do I, doesn't mean you don't have your eye on the future. When you have a family, you have to think that way. You have to have forward thinking. But they never forget to stop and smell the roses, which is what they're doing this weekend. And I'd love to tell you they're smelling them. No, ladies and gentlemen, they are barbecuing them. Okay? They are filleting them. They are marinating them. They are, believe me, they are dining on them. They aren't smelling them. And more power to them. And I wish I was with them. When we moved down here, it was a sacrifice that was for the betterment of my family. These guys know that. They understand that. But the sacrifice was my friends. Not just them. But I think of Jimmy and Ian and Fez, my brother Pete. These are those guys, Lopes. These guys are in my inner circle. When I made this move, I knew that there was going to be a sacrifice made. It was going to be the time I was going to have with my friends, and these guys are among them. That they're in my inner circle. So that wasn't an easy decision to make. It was just the right decision to make. I don't regret it, but I knew that there were things like this that were going to happen as a result of it. It doesn't mean I won't get up there again, because one day I will get up there again. Because I have it in my head that I'm going to do that. And it may come sooner rather than later. I don't know. It's going to happen. My mother retiring and moving to Myrtle Beach, which goes the other way now, threw another wrench in the soup here in terms of my vacation time and what I have to do with it. But we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I always eventually figure it out. I'm Italian. I'm not stupid. But my message to those 6 men up there tonight who probably aren't watching this, or won't be until when they recover from their 4-day hangover, which might be the middle of next week, who the hell knows, to them would be this, to thank you for all the time we have shared together, and that we will have that time again one day, I promise, one way or another, come hell or high water, and for all you have taught me, and that you have made me a better person, a better man, I might add, for these little subtle tips and hints and things along the way that you've provided me without me asking. You just did it because at your core you're all good people. Even my brother-in-law, who goes out of his way to come off as a prick, he's not a prick. He just likes to act like one. But he's not. I know he's not. So I know the guys that are up there with him are not either. They are far from it. So to you gentlemen this weekend, I am there in spirit, as I always am. Just don't let those coolers go empty. Don't let the ice melt, and don't burn that fucking food. Okay? Other than that, Godspeed. Enjoy your time together. We will do this again one day, very, very soon. But I am there in spirit, and I am singing your praises this weekend. So I miss you. I love you, and I will see you guys very soon. And please come home alive. And in one piece. Otherwise, I'll never get back up there. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend whenever it ends. I think it's probably tomorrow afternoon. I am proud to say that they turned RJ weekend into a 4-day event. I love how they figured that out. I still think 5 is possible, but I don't know if your body is going to allow that. But I think 5 is doable. I think it gets started on a Thursday, but you never know. You never know. We'll see. But until that day, gentlemen, you enjoy this one and all that are in between. I will see you guys hopefully sooner rather than later. And salute. IDD will return on Tuesday night. We will dig into the Red Sox series with the Nationals. They're going to be down here in Virginia. Check up on the Patriots and see what's going on preseason game 2, as well as the G-Men and all things NFL. Until then, boys and girls, man up Monday, toke 'em Tuesday, get her done. Okay? Get her done. Don't be Aaron. Stay loose.